A couple hundred years ago, the only thing you had to worry about was a hangover.
You telling me you're an investigator?
More or less.
Today, because of your curse thingy, you can't sleep with anyone.
We're not a team. I'm your boss.
Or else you might feel a moment of true happiness,
You got a real addiction to the brooding part of life.
lose your soul,
Except for the bulk of it, where I was nearly tortured to death.
become evil again,
You're a demon hunter.
Road demon hunt.
and kill everyone.
It's fucking
I
fantastic.
love that sound.
Thanks, Cornelia. I always appreciate your perspective.
Welcome to Ale with Angel, everyone. I'm Josh.
I'm Rex.
Today on Ale with Angel, we are reviewing Season 4, Episode 1, Deep Down.
Yes.
So,
where we hide all our emotions.
down in the broody spot. Oh, you got me right in my broody spot. Yeah. Brood for me, baby. I don't know. Sorry,
I'm
gonna
not
have
helping
to,
you out of this one.
I'm going to have to get back into the groove of being extra dirty for you guys.
Yeah, we apologize, dear listeners, that we had our comeback episode and getting back into it, and then took another short...
And then
Couple
immediately
weekends.
abandoned you for another month. To be
Yeah.
fair, work was kicking my ass,
Yeah.
and it hasn't stopped. And I don't want to fucking talk about it right now.
A bunch of things came up immediately after recording the previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
Life was just like, you know what? Fuck your guys' plans.
We missed our last very brief window of recording because I had to work more than I was expecting to, and then I was fucking exhausted by late in the afternoon, and Rex was like, hey, are we recording today? And I was like, I will kill you. I will kill you.
And then I got to have a long spout of horrible chronic pain.
Spout?
Yeah. Stint. I don't know what you want to call it.
I think bout is the normal
Yeah, bout works.
colloquialism.
Bout works.
Yeah. It's about good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, hey there, doodle-doos. Fuck a doodle-doo. Which is not to say, fuck you,
Yeah.
doodle-doo, but to say, hey, fuck
We missed you guys.
a doodle-doo. A fuck a doodle-doo. I'm going to talk about fucking doodle-doos in a happy peppy voice because we like doodle-doos. They're so fucking nice, eh? Because they are our Patreon supporters. They are executive doodle-doos. They are Alice Blackmore. Where did Beer and Buffy go? Question mark.
We're right here.
We're right here.
We're right here.
It's going to be okay. Pixie Dark, Elon Miller Bond, Tracy Kidd, Monica F.T., Tsuba Spike, Audrey two French last names, thick as a castle wall. Ew. Nathan Lancy, Rachel Doodle-Doo, Canadian Clubby and Soda, Mr. Tobalicious, Sandra Craig, Jay Sommer, Karen Moon, okay fine, I like turtles. There. You're welcome, Rex. Two-tone magister of many monikers, Gnome, Kelly MC, Jesse Rain, and Carrie Phillips.
Tell me that you're listening to the show without telling me you're listening to the show.
By supporting our Patreon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, thank you. We would like that very much.
I appreciate it. I really do.
Good times, good times. I don't want to promise anything too hard, so I'm not gonna. We don't have any new reviews, but one of the best ways you can support our podcast is to review us on iTunes.
And remember, if you give us a review and you send us a screenshot of that review, we will give you a coupon for a free sticker on our store.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
you want free stickers, right? Everyone loves free stickers.
right. Don't tell Rex, but I'll give you a free sticker anyway.
Yeah, like honestly, if you reach out and ask nicely, or even
kind of prickishly,
Yeah,
I'll be like, I hate you, but I'll
if it's
send you
funny-
I'll send you a sticker.
if you ask in a way that makes me laugh, I will unquestionably send you a sticker.
Absolutely. If you entertain your entertainers,
Yeah.
that's sticker material.
We just want love and acceptance in this world.
Mhm.
That's all we want.
Yeah. So we're giving out gold stars.
Yeah.
Because that's how they trained us, and that's all we know anymore.
Exactly. You got to get those participation trophies.
Little dopamine shots shaped like gold stars.
Yeah.
No, actually, I never gave a shit about gold star stickers in school.
Me either. I
was like,
always
why
thought
are
they were
y'all
dumb.
so excited about that?
I also wonder, though, that because I had rampantly terrible undiagnosed ADHD, I probably didn't get a lot of gold stars, so maybe that's why I didn't like them.
Yeah, I know I didn't as well. Like, I got a couple, and I was like, okay.
You're far too naturally sarcastic to be able to get any gold stars from any teachers.
Well, I think that's a coping mechanism that came up a little bit later than that, but okay.
I don't know. It seems like it's very deeply ingrained, my friend.
I do have resting sarcastic voice.
Speaking of it, deeply ingrained trauma, I think it's time for a mom synopsis.
Good segue.
I was quite proud of that one.
Joshua, what are you doing, Joshua? Mother, hi, you're back. How did you get here? Shit. For reference, if you didn't catch the last episode, I may or may not have thrown my mother into the ocean in a metal coffin that she was welded inside of.
Was it the last episode of Angel that happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So are you saying that the mom from the Buffy mom synopsis is not canonical with the mom from the Angel mom synopsis?
Fuck. Yeah, I guess not. So, that's right, you little pipsqueak. You didn't think the ocean would kill me, did you? Well, I gotta say, I wasn't really sure. And now we know. I did it for science. This has nothing to do with astrology, Joshua. What about tarot cards and chakras? We'll see how aligned your chakras are when I'm done with you, you little fuck. Wait. Can I just say something? Better make it fast while I'm cutting a switch off the tree to tan your ass, Joshua. All right. You deserved it. The smaller ones hurt more, right? Yeah, that's how it works. Wait, aren't I supposed to be cutting my own switch? What's that, Joshua? I couldn't hear you over the sound of me beating the shit out of you with a stick. Ow! Hey! Ow! Stop that! Hey! Oh no! I don't like that. No! Stop it! You little... And I'm... Again... Out... In... With... Till... In the... Front... You little... And then I'll fuck your uncle! Mom, please don't fuck Uncle Tom. He didn't do anything wrong. Not Uncle Tom, you idiot. The other one. The one I'm not related to. Oh, thank God. Oh, wait. Yeah, you didn't want to visualize that one, did you, Joshua? Oh, God. Oh, wow. That's some cruel and unusual. All right, now buy me dinner and pay me some rent. Then at home I've got some chores for you to do. How the hell do you know you've been under the ocean for 3 months? I will fuck your uncle, Joshua. Because today on Angel, Fred and Gunn are earnestly looking for Angel and Cordelia 3 months later, and Connor is trotting around with them pretending that he's all upset about it too, but he's sabotaging their every maneuver to actually find any information. Angel has a series of gruesome and twisted hallucinations while being trapped in a coffin at the bottom of the ocean. Wesley and Lila are getting awfully comfy with each other. Turns out Wesley knows about Angel and why he's missing because he beat it out of Justine as soon as he heard the news, and now he's got her captive and forcibly assisting his one-man boat dragnet of the Pacific fucking Ocean. But hey, it's not too long before he actually fucking finds him and feeds him his own blood. Lila gets a promotion at Wolfram and Hart, and Fred and Gunn confront Connor for being a little backstabbing bastard. Angel finishes up the confrontation and gives Connor a good splainin' to. He kicks Connor out But the mystery remains, what happened to Cordelia? Well, spoiler alert, she's at Sky Mall, and holy pearly gates, mother of Jehoshaphat, is she bored.
Sky Mall. If she was at Sky Mall, she would not be bored. That would be her heaven. It would be shopping.
Anyway, the end. Yes, you're right. It would be, yeah. She would enjoy shopping a little more. I don't know. If you were stuck in the same Sky Mall for like 3 months,
that would be pretty awful.
I think you'd be pretty over it.
Yeah.
I don't want to share my feelings. I don't want to open up. I want to find the guy that killed Tina, and I want to look him in the eye.
Then what?
Then I'm going to share my feelings.
Cold open.
We open on Angel Investigations, where it is a very obvious dream. I'm assuming it's Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. It's very Thanksgiving dinnery vibes.
I definitely had kind of a moment where I had forgotten what actually happened last episode.
Oh yeah, it took me a second.
But yeah,
It was when Wesley popped up that I was like, okay, definitely either
Yeah.
a fantasy or a hallucination.
But I like how the whole like theme of the dream is that he's hungry and nobody's giving him any food. But also, like, I find it interesting that his brain would do that, considering he can't get sustenance off of any of that food anyway.
Right? Yeah, it's been canonically established that he can consume food,
Yes.
but it doesn't really do anything for him.
Right.
I
But yeah,
I imagine if he were to eat some raw meat, he might get a little out of that.
Right.
But kind of not really. 'Cause
Yeah, probably not.
There's barely any blood in raw meat.
Well, honestly, there's no blood in raw meat.
Yeah, I know, because
The juice you get out of it isn't blood.
Mhm.
I can't remember what it's called, but it isn't blood.
there has to be a little residual blood.
Not really. Not with the
Anyway.
way they drain them.
Whatever. Science!
Yes. Opening credits.
Oh, yeah. So he looks down, his feet are in water, and then he looks around, and it's all watery, and it's like he's in an air pocket in a ship under the water, kind of, sort of.
Right.
Because we can still kind of see some sunlight through the windows, and it was a really cool lighting effect that they did for that. I really liked it. But anyway, yeah. He wakes up underwater, and opening sequence. And now we're on a street at nighttime
Yes.
where Gunn and Fred are running from something. They jump on the truck.
They're running, and then they're driving. They're fleeing. And then a vampire jumps on the truck and punches the windshield, breaking said windshield.
Mm-hmm.
I only make mention of that because this is the only time you see that windshield is broken. In the following scenes, it is not.
Really? Oh, geez, I missed that.
It is one of the few times that the wiki said, "Oh, this is a blooper," and it actually is a blooper.
Yeah.
Versus, "Oh, that's a mistake you see because they expanded to the widescreen."
Right. They saw a boom pole or
Right,
something.
Right. Like, this is the first time. No, that actually is just a legitimate blooper. They
Continuity
failed to take-
error,
yeah.
anyway. I
Exactly.
don't know. I'd call it a blooper.
I mean, continuity errors and bloopers are kind of...
they're the two sides of the same coin. Absolutely. I just feel like a blooper is more when an actor fucks up and it's funny.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, he swerves around and he flings this vampire off of the hood of his truck and then immediately gets out. And I'm like, that seems counterintuitive,
Right.
considering you were just running for your lives.
Yeah.
And then this other car full of vampires in a convertible pull up. It really didn't seem like their style of car.
No.
But, whatever. Everyone's on a budget, I guess.
Yeah. And I mean, it's LA. Everyone in LA is weird.
Sometimes that's all that's available at the rental shop.
No, maybe it was just stolen. That just happened to be the car they stole.
First one that they saw on
Yeah.
the... And it's easier to steal because there's no fucking roof on it.
Yeah.
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 But it's a gang of vampires, apparently.
Yeah, very stereotypical Mexican gang vampires. Ice would have had a heyday.
Shoot, I was gonna look it up. Who the leader, the actor for the leader of the gang? Because there's especially in this era of television, in the early 2000s era of television, there's a solid like 4 or 5 actors that
Played all of the Mexican stereotypes.
played all of the like LA Mexican gang members in almost every TV show, because they were actually ex gang members who got reformed and then became actors. And so they got jobs being able to play authentic gang members in TV.
Good for them.
Yeah. And like, there's a solid 4 or 5 of them that you see in so many damn shows. And I meant to look up who it was, and I completely forgot.
Huh. That's very interesting.
I thought so.
Definitely. Yeah, no idea what these guys' beef is, but Gunn and Fred just want to know where the girl is. We don't know what girl they're talking about. After one shitty villain line from this stereotypical Mexican vampire dude, there was something about Angel being gone. I guess everybody just knows that because Angel's famous. Fred cocks her gun at him. Cox. To which he pretends to be intimidated and tells them where Marissa is, the girl. Then decides, I'm going to fight you anyway. And they fight. And frankly, it's one of the shittiest fight choreographies I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Possibly in my entire adult life. But you know what? That might be a little far-fetched. And it's not because the fighting itself is bad, but it's because of all of the stakings look terrible. Fred gets pinned against the truck, and she fumbles for the stake that's up her sleeve. She's got one of those contraptions, I guess.
She specifically has angels.
Okay.
Because, so the vampire, when he does that, he knocks the crossbow out of her hands and says something along the lines of like, did Angel not leave you any other toys or something like that? Okay. And so she says, oh yeah, this one kind of thing.
Okay.
Because it's one of Angel's toys.
I wasn't even paying attention to the banter. I was just like, wow, that is the most awkward looking staking. Like, it doesn't line up.
Right.
And her gesture of the staking was awkward and not badass at all. It was just, it was bad.
Moving forward, for this episode, something I wanted to point out to you that I learned it afterwards, and I really would have liked to have had the time to kind of go through the episode again knowing this, but turns out this is the first time in Buffy and Angel that Joss Whedon and like a couple of like key figures in the creation of both Buffy and Angel did not participate in the creation of the season opener. So this episode was not written by Joss Whedon, it was not directed by him, and it was not directed by any of the prominent showrunners.
Interesting.
Which I find very interesting, and I wonder if something like the choreography issue is part of that.
Yeah. Also, just from the little snippets I catch online of the Buffy Reddits and the Facebook Buffy pages, people hate season 4 of Buffy. Or, I'm not Buffy, of Angel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, my understanding is that season 4 is the most hated season of Angel.
Yeah.
Which...
First of all, there's no puppet angel. And anytime there's no puppet angel, you lose points.
I thought this was the season with the puppet.
That's season 5.
Oh.
Sorry. No, this is the one where Cordy dies a long, slow, stupid death.
Yeah.
And then they kick her off the show because Joss Whedon was a fuck dick.
Among many other things.
Among many other things. And a sex pest, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, she has this awkward stabbing motion, and then it looked so blue screen. Every time they stake any one of these vampires, they hold the stake and their pose for like an awkward extra second. And I'm like, oh yeah, you got to pose for the FX guys to do their job.
I was thinking about this during the notes of this episode. I suspect the actress for Fred, I forget her name, probably did not get nearly as much training as many of the other actors throughout Buffy and Angel. for doing the choreography.
Yeah. It also just looked like a cramped shot. Like there was
Well,
no
yeah.
way to do it well. It wasn't her fault.
Right? No, I don't think it was her fault at all.
No.
But I would suspect that she probably didn't get as much like training to do that specific kind of choreography as many of the other actors, because she's kind of the most recent one to come onto the show as far as who's doing any sort of fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Like Connor, is a new character and everything, but like there's definitely a feeling with that actor that he has some fight knowledge in general.
He absolutely does.
So like,
yeah.
But she's,
or at the very least gymnastics or something.
Right, exactly. And so like
she's there to be nerdy and smart.
Exactly. Like she was never written into the show to be a combatant.
Yeah, she's
So,
very
like,
much kind of a similar archetype in the show as Dawn is for Buffy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd have to agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Or even Anya. How often do you see Anya fight? Like never.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. Anyway, Fred picks up the crossbow and she's like, "Hey, Charles," and shoots another one that he's fighting. And Gunn grabs the arrow as soon as it dusts that vamp and then slams it right into the other vampire's heart right next to him. And both of the dustings look terrible. I'm like, that was a waste of several $1,000s both times. There's one left. He hucks an axe right at Fred's head, but it's intercepted perfectly by Connor out of nowhere, who was not in the scene at all before.
Nope.
And he just whips it right back at him so fast that he can't even react before it decapitates him and dusts. And that one was okay.
Yeah.
Connor is also very pleased with himself. And Gunn and Fred do not look pleased at all.
No. We go to the hotel where they actually are lecturing Connor.
Mm-hmm.
And Gunn makes...
They do a lot of lecturing Connor this
Yes.
episode. And the majority of it, I'm like, God.
The whole fucking time, I'm just sitting there thinking, why the fuck is he staying?
Why the fuck is he staying? And also, why are you treating him like a child? He's basically a wild animal from a literal other world.
Right?
And
also actually kind of an adult already.
Absolutely. Once you throw your father into the ocean and then lie to everyone around you about it, you're an adult.
Yeah, but they don't know that part.
I know they don't know that part.
I just don't get why he would stay there.
Seems like they would have sensed a vibe change, and they're just not getting it. Neither of them.
Like, obviously he has to be there because he's still in the show. But, like, it doesn't make sense to me for the character to stay at Angel Investigations.
Especially when the only two people left are Fred and Gunn.
Right. Like,
he doesn't need to... Maybe he just liked his bedroom at the hotel.
Maybe. But, like, it seems like he would have had some sort of interaction with Justine about the situation. Like, maybe there was something left for him to, like, fuck off or something.
Yeah, the apartment where Holtz was staying, you'd think Holtz would have, like, made arrangements for him to stay there.
I just can't imagine the character specifically being like, okay, I've dumped my father into the ocean, and now I'm going to live with all his friends.
Oh, damn. That would have been plot hole Emporium worthy right there. And I definitely thought of that. I didn't think about it enough, though. Yeah.
I didn't either till like, I did think about it, but it didn't really occur to me that, yeah, that would have been a great plot hole Emporium.
Yeah. I wouldn't have known where to put it.
God, you really dropped the ball on that one, Josh.
I'll drop your ball on that one.
You.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gunn tells him to polish the axe. He's like, but it's clean. It just got dusty. Like, it's not like it got bloody or guts or anything.
Nope, don't care. Polish it twice.
What an
and
ass.
he's just flexing on him.
Right?
I'm like, dude, he saved your life. Fuck off.
Right. But yeah,
like, from his perspective, he doesn't know that Connor's evil.
Right.
Or that he's
just being a dick.
Or that he's done an evil thing. Yeah, he's just being all unnecessarily paternal and managery.
Right. He's acting
controlling.
he's acting like he has to be some sort of alpha in the situation.
And they even use the word alpha later,
Yeah.
and I'm like, ooh, crazy.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Granted, this was back at the height of alpha logic,
Oh, right. Yeah.
back when it seemed like it wasn't really a very debunked myth at that point.
It was. It just wasn't widely known to be debunked.
That's what I'm saying.
Apparently, they've been looking for Angel for about 3 months. Lauren fucked off to Vegas.
You know, my initial reaction is, yeah, fuck you, Lauren. But then I remember why he left. And I'm like, no, good for you, Lauren.
Yeah. Like,
Go live your life. They were doing you dirty.
Yeah. He left for a very good reason.
Mm-hmm.
Racist Connor.
Yeah.
Or speciesist. Demonist. Something like that.
One of those.
Connor's being istist.
Yes. He's a bigot.
Yes, he is a bigot.
Mm-hmm.
A person needs certain designer things. You shouldn't be trying to eat my friend's brains. Hey, you're a vampire.
So Fred and Gunn are at the front desk. They're talking about how they've only found dead ends for 3 months for the whereabouts of Angel and Cordy. And yeah, so I thought about this. So with Wesley and Grusalog being gone, that literally leaves just Fred, Gunn, and Connor. So of course they're running low on money. But yeah, like most of the cast is just gone.
Yeah.
It's really weird. It's like I actually really enjoy that premise. But, you know, it lasts all of half an episode.
Right. It does. And I also like the fact that, like, Fred and Gunn, they don't fucking know how to run the business by any means or stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, Gunn has always been just
He's muscle. He's muscle. And Fred wasn't, like, very involved at any level.
She's a specialist pitch hitter that they bring in on weird problems.
Exactly.
She wouldn't know anything about the day-to-day.
Exactly. And, like, Wesley and Cordy basically ran the business.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone.
And Angel.
Hell, Angel specifically wasn't able to run the business without them.
Right, because he can't go out during the day.
Yeah. So, like...
And because he's got other shit to do. You know, he's also the brawn.
Right.
And the detective brains. But... So they're running low on money. They keep talking about finding Marissa because they think she might know something. And
yeah,
this is the part's flimsy. They're like, oh, she's this vampire that used to hang out, and her old stomping grounds, her feeding grounds were the bluffs where we found Angel's car. And I'm like, is that a thing? Vampires? Okay, maybe there was a little sea cave down there or something.
Tourists who go see the cliffs.
Huh?
Yeah, it's tourists who go see the cliffs.
Yeah.
Or hikers.
Okay. Yeah. So vampire that hangs out by the cliffs, sure. So Connor pokes his head in and he's like, who are you talking about? Find a who? Because, you know, he has information to sabotage.
Right. And this is the only reason that I can fathom that he would stay there is specifically to, like, make it where they don't investigate what happened.
Yeah.
But
And
all I'm thinking is that if the assumption being that they don't know where the fuck Angel is in the ocean, they're probably not going to find him.
Yeah.
If he just fucks off somewhere, it doesn't matter if they find him.
Right? Yeah. Especially if you get out of LA.
Yeah. Like,
the world's your oyster.
exactly.
Fuck
Like,
right
sure,
off.
you don't have any money, but go fucking live off the land or some shit.
Yeah. Like you did in, not Pylea, that other place.
The Hell Dimension, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember what it was called. It doesn't matter. But, like, there's no reason. There's no reason.
Zero reasons. Cut to the bluffs,
Yes.
where Angel turns away from the nighttime waves to see Cordy in a loose, flowy white robe type getup. And
I questioned for a moment if this was actually Cordy, like, coming to Angel in a dream.
in his
And
dreams, yeah.
Because they really set it up like that might be the case.
It really felt like it.
It definitely is not the case.
You don't think?
I don't think
I
it
feel
is.
like that could still be the case.
I don't think it is because of the way they leave the episode.
That's a good point.
Like if they let,
you're probably right, but I still think that they could, that's like that covered a whole 30 seconds of her eternity.
yeah, true.
She could still be very bored.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, "Ooh, I didn't think you were coming." Oh, but she was coming. Huh? Huh? See what I did there?
No, that's the problem.
Oh.
She wasn't.
She wasn't. Oh, but she's like, "You know me better than anyone." And he's like, okay. Yeah, I guess so. He realizes this isn't real. He remembers flashes. We start seeing flashes of him rolling down the hill, Connor attacking him, and he's like, "This isn't how it happened." But Cordy still sidles up to him and professes her love, and he brings her in for a long overdue, well-deserved, deep kiss. They admit their love for each other. They kiss passionately, too passionately, and they just splurge everywhere, all over everything. Cameras, the crew, everything's just covered in jizz. Like, "Hey man, that's not cool." And he's like, "Yeah, shut up." Anyway, no,
You should have put a tarp down.
it's like Gallagher. You sat in the front row. You deserve this.
You're in the splash zone, bitches.
And then he eats Cordy's neck, but he's very sorry about it. And
Yeah.
that's what's really important here.
Remember, you can bite anyone you want and drink their blood, but you gotta be sorry
Just
about it.
apologize while you're doing it and then continue doing it. This is how adult life works, okay? Now you know. Just take responsibility and you can do whatever you want. I learned my lesson.
Oh, the problem is the number of people I know in this world that actually think that way
Right.
is painful.
And so we cut back to the Hyperion where
Yes.
Gunn is eating some geese. What?
What?
Never mind. You said yeast. I know you say it a lot, but
Yes.
still, it always sounds like geese to me. Gunn is trying to tell Connor that he can't come with them to question Marissa, and Connor is playing it up like he gives a shit about Angel, obviously so he can go kill Marissa before they can get any information out of her. Fred caves. She's like, "Of course you can come with us, honey." I think she used the word honey like 3 times this episode for him.
Yeah.
And it's really out of character for her. I'm like, stop.
Yeah, I don't buy her being that gullible.
Right? Yeah, this does her character a disservice. They
It
do.
really
They
does.
seem to do that a lot in Angel. They dumb down their characters.
Yeah.
For the
Well,
plot
it's the
to
same,
move forward.
It's the same thing with them making Gunn all this fucking doing all this machismo bullshit
Yeah.
of like being assertive with Connor like he's Connor's dad or something.
They bounce his character back and forth from being just the brawn to, oh, he's essential to the team because of his deep experience and
Right.
knowledge. I'm like, is he brawn or is he brains?
Right.
Which is it?
Yeah, I still don't think they have any fucking clue what they're doing with Gunn as a character. And I don't think they ever have had a clue.
I think they do. I think it's it's 2-dimensional. That's all they ever intended.
That you're probably not wrong there.
I mean,
probably
there's
not
a few half-hearted attempts to be not racist about it, but I think it just makes it a little more racist.
Every single one of them comes off with, "Hey, look, guys, he's not 2-dimensional. He has more dimension than that.
Yeah.
It's racist, but it's dimension."
Like, she calls him bro, and he's like, "You know you're not allowed to say bro." And I'm like, first of all, if you're fucking her, yes, she does. She absolutely gets to say whatever she wants.
I do want to say that whole back and forth with the bro thing, like, that comes off as like very humorous banter that these two have had for a while.
It was playful, sure.
And I think that's something that they could definitely run with the two of them, and I think it could play really well.
Yeah. Like, I can't be mad about the part she's like, "Do I get to say dog?"
Right?
And he doesn't say no. He doesn't say no.
He
Now,
doesn't.
I'm like,
He doesn't.
let her say dog. Come on.
Right.
Come on. She gets to say dog. But I don't care if you have to go do some bestiality role play. She gets to say dog. All right? All right?
Jesus.
Oh, my God. I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell anyway. So
I mean, it's got to exist first.
yeah, that's the real problem. Oh, jeez.
We got a little back and forth here between Gunn and Fred about how they're treating Connor and how they're trying to find Angel, all this. Fred does sort of mention that she wants to ask Wesley's help, but Gunn, of course, refuses. And
He's been doing this for half a season. And I'm like,
right,
really?
right.
Really? It's getting so ham-handed.
Well, and he even says that they've asked him, but they don't want to ask him ever again. And it's like, but he's still one of the best possible resources you could fucking have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, okay, fine. He betrayed you guys. Yeah, but Angel's been evil before.
Mm-hmm.
Many a times.
Yeah.
Granted, Gunn and Fred haven't witnessed that yet, but still.
Sure. But they still have full context of why Wesley took the baby.
Right.
There's no reason that he shouldn't be forgiven.
Right.
Absolutely zero. Even for Angel. There's no reason Angel shouldn't even forgive him.
Now, granted, there is clearly a tone with Wesley in this episode that he doesn't want to be forgiven anymore.
Yeah, he's over it.
He's over it. But
He's getting some evil
he's
booty.
still, like, if you were in this situation and you're like, we can't find Cordy or Angel,
Mm-hmm.
like, who the fuck could we possibly ask for help with this?
Yeah, absolutely. That's thank you. That's a great segue into what I wanted to say is they're so scared of Angel. I don't think this is loyalty here. I don't think they're like, oh, well, Gunn anyway. I don't think
Right.
we should ask Wesley anything because of what he did to Angel. I'm so loyal to Angel. I don't think Gunn's that loyal to Angel.
No.
He was more loyal to his crew than he is to Angel. He's made it clear that Angel's a paycheck and he simply needs money. And that's why he's not part of his crew anymore.
Right.
And also Fred.
Yeah.
Fred would keep me around too. 110%. But anyway, no, I've brought up several episodes in a row now, and I am still maintaining Angel is such an abusive, scary dad, frankly, cult leader figure. And this supports it. They are so scared of him, even in his 3-month absence, that they will not go to somebody nearby whom they know intimately and
Gunn, yes.
trust.
Fred, no. I don't think Fred's afraid of Angel. I don't think Fred has any reason to think she should be afraid of Angel.
No, there's been a couple of moments. Remember the time when she tried to block him from leaving and he was like, don't make me do this. Or he threatened her. He threatened Fred.
Okay,
She absolutely has reason
But-
to be scared of him.
But she is wanting to go to Wesley. She even fucking wrote Wesley off herself.
Right.
But she wants to find Angel
And
Cody
she has
bad
gone to
enough.
Wesley. Gunn also went to Wesley. They both went to Wesley last in the season finale, I
Right.
think.
Yeah.
But he seems to think that they've used up their tickets on that. And now we're back to, no, we can't do that anymore. He said not to come back.
Yeah. It's an extension of the fact that, like, nobody in this fucking show ever learns anything.
Right? Yeah, it's 1 step forward, 3 steps back.
Yeah.
The whole way. It's pulling teeth.
It's kind of painful.
Anyway, so, yeah, cut to Wesley and Lila,
Yeah, fucking.
where they're fucking. Good for them.
Yeah.
Got a quarter of the day. Lila says, that didn't suck. Well, maybe a little bit. See what they did there?
Yeah.
So I can't even. I don't even have jokes to make about that.
I'm going to say this now. I really fucking like them as a couple.
Absolutely.
Like,
Oh, dude,
they have great chemistry.
I've had Stephanie Romanov's profile pulled up on my phone for like a year and a half now because I want to get her for an interview.
That would be fun.
I haven't reached out to her yet, though. But
that would be fun.
We haven't gotten any women to interview, and that's what I want to push towards getting a woman to interview for our next interview.
So I got a good exchange here that in my quotes of the day. They're talking about the Angel situation. Wesley, doesn't know where Angel is. She's like, I'm not here to pump you for information.
Heyo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Wesley says,
I was like, where have I heard that before? That's what Buffy said to Spike in the musical episode.
Yes.
Oh God, I just said that. Yeah, you did. Heyo.
So Wesley says, one wouldn't think kidnapping his son would have such a negative effect on our friendship. To which Lila says, and this is the quote of the day part, you thought you were doing the right thing. Heard that can be confusing. Because doing the right thing, she's the bad guy. Nothing.
You know what? That's funny. I didn't think of it that way.
Because it's a dig. She's like, you were doing the right thing. I've heard that can be confusing.
Uh-huh. I took that to be a dig at, not just because she's evil, but because Angel's been evil, and because Wesley's made mistakes that could be misconstrued as evil. I don't know. It was, honestly, this scene was very good writing, because it flows, and I keep thinking, man, how do they... From one sentence to another, it feels like the subject completely changes, but then you go back and read it, and it, like, completely flows.
Right.
And it's not in a way that's jarring to just listen to it casually, but when you're trying to fucking write notes about it.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that's a big part of just, they're both very fucking good. Like, they're very good actors.
Oh, also
and they're with their chemistry and the fact that they're good actors.
It's easier to write for good actors, too.
Yeah.
Especially when they have such strong characters.
Exactly. And they've both been in the fucking show since the goddamn beginning of Angel with Lila, and Wesley several for a good bit in fucking Buffy. So like they know their characters.
They stick in my head so well. I don't know if you do this or if other people do this, but I sometimes have to use actors that I'm familiar with from shows that I've watched as stand-ins for characters in books that I read, just so that I can imagine them easier, because I didn't get enough from the description of them to accurately imagine the character.
And I know a lot of people, I don't do that personally, but I know a lot of people do that.
Well, Alexis Denisof, that's like your ex-girlfriend used me for the Dresden Files, didn't she?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, cool. Thank you.
Well, and like, honestly, you kind of fit the role.
Neat.
Because you're not 6'9", although his character is 6'9".
Wow. That's tall.
Yeah. Very.
Shit.
It's a specific importance to the characterization. But he's kind of a gruff, disheveled sort of eclectic person, and like you fit the role.
Neat. Well, I've been using Alexis Denisof, Wesley, as the ardent character from the first Stormlight archive, the one that Shalon is interacting with, who always brings her bread and jam.
Oh, I could see that.
Can't remember his name.
Yeah, I can't think of the character's name either.
Because originally, I started thinking of him as this super thin, nerdy dude from, what's that show called? It's a new show that's on Hulu or some shit. Anyway, but then they started becoming like a romantic interest, and I was like, oh, it needs to be somebody that's not that guy. So it's like, who's nerdy but also good enough for Shalon?
That's interesting. I don't think my brain could do that.
Interesting. Oh, you couldn't swap stand-ins?
No,
I just recast them in my brain.
I don't think I could do that. Anyway, moving on.
You're not real. Or I'm not real. Somebody here isn't real, and I suspect it's you. So if you're not real, then that means that my head came off back there and that I'm dead now. Dead.
So yeah, Lila leaves. Pretty much as soon as she leaves, Wesley gets up, walks across the apartment, opens up a closet door, and hey, look, there is Justine.
Yeah, and she's bound and gagged, and just how long has she been in that closet?
Right? And, like, she had to have, like, heard them fucking.
Oh, absolutely.
Which, like, that is some cold behavior there, Wesley.
You know, a concern that I had briefly was, man, you must have been riding by on the skin of your dick, hoping that Lila doesn't find a girl tied up in your closet. But then I realized, you know what? I bet Lila did open the door and she was like, I dig it, and then closed the door.
She probably would, though. I think the only reason there's any concern about Lila finding Justine in the closet in that shape is that Justine might know where Angel is.
Right.
Other than that, nothing about that scenario would bother Lila.
Not even a little bit.
If anything else, or if anything, that would be an improvement.
Her panties would have dropped and just gone sploosh right there. Wesley, I had no idea.
When were you going to tell me you had these toys?
Right. Oh, we're going to hell.
Yeah. It's got to exist first.
So I also think it's noteworthy that they keep doing this bantery thing where it's this game where whoever sounds like they don't care the most wins.
Right?
I don't know who won this time. I think they both lost, actually, because they're obviously both starting to like each other.
Yeah. Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
And can I just say that it takes a very certain skill level of acting to, in my opinion, play this we're casually fucking, but we're actually starting to like each other.
Yeah.
Like that, there's such a, like, razor's edge nuance to that.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they are really fucking good at it.
Oh, these guys are up to the task.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But anyway, now that we have Justine, it's time for a boat ride.
Boat ride!
I'm on a boat.
Wesley on a boat!
Can I just say that the specific kind of boat that he has is a boat that I want.
Oh, did we cover that Lila briefly is like, hey, maybe you should, ask Angel when he gets back? And he's like, listen, bitch, I don't know where Angel is and I don't care. And she's like, oh, that's cold. You're so cold. Stop it. You're making me so flustered. And then she leaves.
Yeah.
She takes one last peek in the closet and she's like, yes. Score. And then she leaves.
Yeah.
Boat at night with Wesley. So he's dragging the ocean methodically looking for Angel. Yes. Justine is dragging Wesley's psyche looking for a weak link or whatever. I think Wesley wins that little game.
Right? Like
he invokes her dead sister.
Yeah.
And her instant betrayal of Holtz.
I just would have loved for him to, like, turn around and be like, look, bitch, I'm a rogue demon hunter.
I'm a rogue demon hunter. Yeah. So, yeah, just invoking her dead sister and basically her dead lover / mentor, speaking of cult leaders, and then simultaneously, in the same breath, insults Holtz's planning for this revenge. She's like, by the way, his entire plan just made everything devoid of meaning because of the absolutely depraved way that he did it.
Right.
It's like, you don't get to play the morally superior card when you do this to your own son. Like, I don't care if he's your adopted son. He's now your actual son. You're just a piece of shit. You're worse than Angel at this point.
And yeah, while they banter, she decides that she's going to attempt to club him with a wrench. But then I guess she forgets that windows are mirrors when the fucking lights are on and it's dark outside.
Oh, I just liked to think that Wesley was so aware of his surroundings that
yes.
He heard the little clink and knew what it was.
I mean, definitely. But also, there's no way he couldn't have seen her reflection in the
also
window.
that. You know, that's a good point.
But my favorite
I've heard that's a very common method and a good method for women who are walking alone on the street to monitor their surroundings.
Yep.
watch reflections in windows.
Yep, indeed.
It
is also, by the way, a part of tradecraft, spycraft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
It's known as tradecraft. But anyway,
Never heard that before.
my favorite thing about this, though, is he doesn't threaten her. He doesn't say anything about what she's doing. Literally, his only response is, "I'll take away your bucket."
That's a threat.
But it's so perfect.
It is.
Like, it is the, like, I don't have to do anything except take away one of the very few things that, while you were bitching about it, is something you desperately don't want to lose.
Yeah. That is still it sounds relatively banal, but it is still a very violent threat. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you'll die of dysentery very quickly if you have to just sit there in your piss and shit
Right?
for a day at a time. Yeah. That's a special hell. That is a special hell.
But he is emotionless when he says it. Like, there's not even a flicker of emotion in his face when he says it.
I disagree. I think he is empowered and internally giddy at having this sense of control over the person that slit his throat. She made him feel powerless and on death's door
Yeah.
for days.
Maybe. I don't get that read, though, in any of the interactions.
I mean, yeah,
My
he's
entire read
playing
of
it
him-
catatonic, but I still get that read off of it.
My entire read is he has such the upper hand in the situation that he can't even bring himself to give two shits about her.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
he's 100% done with Justine.
Yeah. And like, she's so unimportant and beneath him at this point that he can't even be angry about the throat slit anymore.
He can't even
That's more emotion than he even has for this bitch.
Right? And he can't even be bothered to turn around and give her the dignity of a scuffle.
Right? Like, no, I'm not even going to take the wrench from you. I just have to remind you that you shit in a bucket because I say so.
I'm going to psychologically bully you into deciding not to bludgeon me.
Yeah. I'm going to make you love having a bucket.
That's hardcore. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. I was just watching one of the spin-offs of Walking Dead where they just love putting Negan in a cell and being like, watch how empowered this character can be while he's locked in a cell. And he's like, somehow this man manages to play empowered while he's begging for a plate of cockroaches to eat. It's similar to that. Maybe I'm drunk. Am I drunk?
I don't know.
I think I'm drunk. You're drunk.
I haven't been drinking, so I can't be.
I'm not drunk. Go home, Rex.
We have an episode to finish.
Josh, you're drunk. Go home. I am home. I own the place.
Anyway, we're at Marissa's lair now, where she's hiding when they show up, but they find out she's hiding pretty quickly because they see that there's a Walkman still playing.
Right. Was it a tape Walkman or a CD?
I just remember seeing the headphones.
I'm pretty sure it was cassette tapes. It doesn't matter. So, honestly, at the time this was filmed, cassette Walkmans would have still been relatively common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Discmans were like coming out, but they weren't as common.
Discmans.
I mean, that's what they were.
Your pronunciation of it is what gets me.
Whatever.
It's like calling it a saucepan instead of a saucepan.
Anyway. Yeah, they catch her, they question her. Connor lets her slip free and she runs, of course. He makes it seem like it's an accident, believably enough.
Yeah, it's like, now that I know that you know where she is, now that I know that you have any information at all, I'm gonna not have my knife to your throat. Oh no, don't run away.
Right.
It was like a razor's edge of believable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She jumps out a window. Connor immediately
follows.
jumps out the window
Indeed.
behind her. And we do get, I want to say it is a slightly amusing line, but it is a painfully cliche line. And that is Gunn yells, "If he ain't dead, I'm going to kill him."
Yeah.
Like, it's painfully cliche, but it's still a line I do actually enjoy.
I appreciated it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, to watch somebody just leap headlong out
Right.
the window without looking down first.
And like they are stories up.
Yeah, I was like, that's legit. How is he not dead? I would like to know.
Because they're at least on the 3rd floor, if not the 4th.
At least. I think he calls it a 6-story fall later.
Maybe, yeah.
When they're on the next roof. But so we cut to Marissa running, and then she's scaling the side of a building. And the way they do the scaling, it's similar. I want to say the first time I ever saw this effect, where they're literally just on a string and they're just pawing against the sheer vertical wall.
Right.
I think the first time I ever saw that was the Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise Interview with a Vampire. They did a lot
I
of.
don't remember it enough.
They did a lot of bad string work in that.
The biggest thing that throws you when this is done and done badly is that specifically she is rising up the wall faster than she is pawing at the wall.
Right.
In a way that it's like there's no possible way that is what's happening.
Yeah, it looks like, is that a vampire power being a weightless Spider-Man?
Right? It's also nothing we've ever actually seen vampires in that I recall in the Buffyverse doing.
I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. But I am struggling to remember where. That's why I'm saying I think it was Interview with a Vampire, the original movie, not the TV show that I haven't seen yet, but I want to.
I've heard it's good.
I have also heard it's good.
But yeah, it's bad. It's bad wire work.
Not Queen of the Damned. That was a
Terrible movie. Oh my God. So guys, it happened. It finally fucking happened. I hope that transition from me saying to terrible was jarring as fuck, because you know what else is jarring as fuck? Losing half of a fucking recording and not because you don't realize it.
I'm positive it was more than half. We've been doing this podcast for 8 years, and for the first time ever, our recording crashed partway through, and we were probably recording for a whole extra hour afterwards.
My shitty new-ish work laptop could not handle the job. It has in the past a couple of times, but this is proof that it can never, ever, ever be trusted with that ever again. So now we're back to my $2,000 gaming desktop.
And in the span of a sentence, we jumped ahead a week.
Yep. So we're going to try our best to recreate the fun, hilarious times for you that we had all by our lonesome here that is now completely lost to the ether.
Yes.
So we were talking about some fucking bullshit vampire string effects.
Yes, wire work.
Bad wire work. Yeah, because she scales the side of the building, and then she still gets cut off by Connor on the top of the rooftop, and she tries to sweet talk him into not killing her, but then he kills her, and he scrapes his little arm with the end of a stake to make it look convincing, quote unquote, when Gunn and Fred catch up, and he acts like, oh, I had to do it because I was in danger, and Gunn's like, damn it, bro. By the way, you don't get to say bro. Only I say bro. Gunn yells at him for running off alone again, and Connor goes and leaps off the side of the building casually. Fred continues to give Connor miles of leeway that he doesn't deserve, even if he wasn't being deceitful.
Right.
He does not deserve.
No, like, if he were being honest and what he seems to be with Gunn and Fred, he would still be a fucking spoiled little brat.
Right.
Like, he's so pissy.
Very pissy for somebody that grew up in a hell dimension.
Yeah.
Like, he really seems like he's got a silver spoon up his ass, honestly.
Yeah.
So Gunn's right. The kid's being reckless, but also Fred has a point that he's been through a lot, but also Gunn has a point that he's not just a boy when he has supernatural strength and was nicknamed the Destroyer in a hell dimension.
Right.
But also Fred is right that he's Angel's son, and that's all that should matter, except if you ask me that they've all got Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm Syndrome isn't a real thing.
My favorite thing about you saying that just now is that's exactly what you said before.
I know. I remembered what I said before.
So, what? Stockholm Syndrome isn't a real thing.
No.
I disagree, Rex.
The fun fact I had, and we'll repeat here, is that Stockholm Syndrome was not a real thing. It was very falsely based off of a particular hostage situation in Stockholm. And
of course.
The woman who was the entire basis of Stockholm Syndrome, the entire reason that she was on the side of the bad guys was because the police in Stockholm were super fucking reckless, and she was more afraid of the police and their recklessness killing the hostages than the actual bad guys.
Yeah, that sounds right. That tracks. Cab.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds just like the bullshit of the alpha male myth.
Yes, exactly that.
Yeah, alpha dog. Very poor in captivity science.
Yes. Yeah.
Pseudoscience.
I was going to say, I don't want to call that science.
We're not calling it science. You're welcome. Astrology? Alpha astrology. It's astrology for douchebags. Love it. So we cut to a roof somewhere else. Later, I guess, where Connor, quote unquote, no spoilers, is watching the city brutally, like father, like son, and Angel wanders up behind him, and Connor jumps down like he's expecting Angel to do something, like attack him or whatever, and he says, "Go on, get it over with." But there's some really stupid looking ugly vampires behind Angel, who he turns around to face, and he immediately laughs at this guy, and he's like, this ugly vampire is like, "What? Oh, nothing." I really think this was really just Angel having a blooper where he laughs at the most horrible vampire makeup that ever happened on this show. Like his
God, I wish I could remember what it looked like.
His bad fake teeth were like sticking out of his mouth. The makeup, you could just tell it was just caked on makeup. It looked like a fucking high school student who did their own theater makeup. It was so bad. It must have been a rushed job, and they just rolled with it. And no, I think that was David Boreanaz laughing at a bad makeup job, not Angel laughing at a stupid vampire.
God, I wish there was any way in how we could actually figure that out.
Right? Well, maybe we'll interview him someday. No, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
No. If what Mark Metcalf told us is true, he's probably a little too good for us.
Yeah.
Just a little.
He's also been a solid, steady working actor since Angel.
Yeah, he's a busy man. If we're not the Late Show, he's got shit to do.
Right, exactly.
And that's fair. I don't expect anyone to drop everything and be like, "Oh, this fucking niche podcast wants to talk to me." Granted, we've already tricked 2 of them into it, so we got to do some more.
I was hoping for some demon fighting tonight, but I wound up with a delivery job instead. If I come back here on the end of a spatula, I'm expecting some serious workman's comp. I'm just messing with y'all.
So, stupid-looking ugly vampires.
Real quick, Josh.
No. Okay.
When did Angel end? Like what year?
When did it stop airing?
Yeah.
I want to say 2005.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because, yeah, David Boreanaz has been working since Angel because...
Oh, yeah, I never questioned it.
Bones started in 2005.
Bones?
And when Bones ended, he went in, I think it was SWAT or something. He's like a SWAT or Special Forces or something like that.
Damn it, I'm a doctor, not a vampire, Jim. Sorry. Bones. Anyway. I didn't hear a word you said after Bones. I was just waiting to make that joke.
Yeah.
I'll hear it later when I'm editing. Laughs at the guy. Oh, nothing. Anyway, they fight and they win. Go figure. Angel and Connor team up and they fight these stupid vampires. Angel goes to Connor to pat him on the shoulders, give him a little, hey, attaboy, good job, you're my son, or whatever, and then snaps his fucking neck.
Yes.
Holy shit. And Angel wakes up in his coffin again, screaming this time and thrashing in his confined little hell box. Seems to be a pattern happening here.
It's pattern. He's
Yeah.
not happy.
That's the pattern.
Yeah.
He's a little bit sad.
He's a little bit sad.
You know, he's fine mostly.
I can't fucking imagine how boring that would be.
Oh my god. Oh, I just the sheer amount of panic that I don't think I would be able to overcome. Not being able to itch my foot or whatever.
Yeah, I think the not being able to move in the box would be far worse to me.
Yes. Yeah, that I wouldn't have any time to be bored because I'd be panicked the whole time.
I mean, the thing is, though, is like, would you be panicked if you were a vampire, though?
I mean, some of the time, yeah. Obviously, the fight or flight panic would probably eventually die down, and then, yeah, you'd just be deathly bored for a couple of eons. Yeah. Anyway, so we cut to Fred.
Yes.
Fred talks to Lauren on the phone, who's wearing a super fluffy, feathery coat.
Yes. He like a fucking line dancer.
Yeah, like a line dancer. Sure.
But, I want to highlight something here because Fred talks to Lauren, and Lauren is essentially going on about how he's having a great time in Vegas, but
hasn't sensed anything about Angel.
Hasn't sensed anything about Angel. Hasn't heard anything from his contacts. Has no good information.
Zero good information.
But very specifically says to Fred, make sure Fluffy's getting enough love. And
Fluffy?
Yes, Fluffy.
Who's Fluffy?
And they have a little bit where, like, Fred is, who's Fluffy? Are you Fluffy? Am I Fluffy? And, you know, makes a...
oh, my word. If I'm Fluffy, that is just inappropriate.
Yeah.
Fred makes a vagina joke.
Yes.
And draws my mind's eye to imagining Fred's vagina. And for that, I thank you.
But this is so obviously... I'm being held against my will.
Yeah, you said that last time in the radio signals that are now on their way to the center of the universe or wherever. No, they weren't on any radio signals. They just went in the air.
Very specifically, I do not remember what happens with this storyline, but this is the classic cliche, hey, I'm in trouble. When you're in trouble, you say some weird nonsensical thing that is like highlighting that's a weird fucking thing for them to have said.
Yeah, and that makes perfect sense now that you bring it up, as well as last time when it also now made perfect sense. And I can't get over it. We're just having the same conversation again. God damn it.
Well, that's because we have notes, Josh.
I know. I'm aware. I know how it works. Thanks. I also believe in Santa Claus. Anyway, it makes perfect sense now, but at the time, I did not pick up on that, and thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I did want to mention that Gunn has a line here that confirms one of our suspicions, because we had been of the mind of, like, where the fuck does Gunn live for a while? And,
oh, yeah.
And he specifically says, no roof over my smooth, delicate head, which explicitly implies he lives in the hotel.
That we're thinking about Gunn's dick.
Yeah.
That he lives in this hotel. Yes. Yep. I was thinking the same thing.
That is not what you said.
Exactly the same thing, Rex.
That's not what I heard.
It's 100% identical.
You are thinking about Fred's vagina and Gunn's dick, aren't you?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad we can be honest with each other. This is a safe space.
Yeah. We don't kink shame here at Beer with Buffy.
Exactly.
Or Ale with Angel.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Now we can go to Wolfram
now we're going to the Wolf from Sheep Snort Bagger Thump Heart, where Gavin is a smarmy little fuckbag who got some super vague but accurate, nonetheless accurate info out of the psychics.
Accurate. I will give him that. It is accurate.
That is all that we can really say about it in a positive or even neutral sense. It is the information is that Angel is safe and immobilized, and boy, is fucking Linwood easy to please because he's like, I say now that suits me just fine. Now I see.
I have a very important question here. Isn't the brown nosing supposed to go the other way? Because Linwood really seems to be sticking his head up Gavin's ass here.
Oh, these two are having a love affair for sure.
Like, what the fuck?
What
because
the fuck?
Either Linwood has to be a fucking complete moron, which I don't buy, or Gavin maybe has something on him, or like blackmail or something. Maybe
I think it's just good old fashioned misogyny.
Maybe.
I can't let a girl be smarter than me or another man.
It's just the way Gavin is basically giving fucking nothing to the situation.
Fucking nothing.
And Linwood's eating it up. It
directly out of his ass.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, this looks like bullshit. I would love to gobble that right up. And Lila's like, yeah, unless, I don't know, Angel being gone completely fucks up our boss's immortal plans for the apocalypse.
Because he's kind of got to be here for the apocalypse.
And Linwood's like, well, if your vagina would use its powers of persuasion on Wesley, we'd all be able to go home now, wouldn't we? I say.
And the important thing here, I think, is so Lila's response to any mention of Wesley, her, and it's very much in the acting, but like when she is essentially saying, I'm not going to take advantage of Wesley, she's saying in a way that could be read as he doesn't know anything, I couldn't get any information out of him if I wanted to, sort of scenario. But her facial expression and the tone of her voice to me says she wouldn't try to get information out of him because she fucking cares.
Yeah, there's two ways that this can be interpreted, and they're not necessarily mutually exclusive. I think it's easily both, that she doesn't want to betray Wesley.
Right.
Also, I guess, sub-tangent, she may or may not actually believe that Wesley doesn't know anything.
I would put legitimate real money on her actually knowing that Wesley knows something, but allowing the seeming of belief that he doesn't know anything.
She's a deep enough character. She's a three-dimensional enough character. I'm totally down with that logic as well. But I think the main takeaway here is that she doesn't trust Linwood as far as she can throw him, which actually is...
I bet she could probably fucking judo. She looks like the sort who could judo throw a man.
She could probably chuck him a few feet at least.
Yeah.
You're right. So that's a bad analogy, but you know what I mean. She doesn't trust him a single fucking iota and wouldn't give up her lifeline of information that's going to be
right
her best piece of leverage.
Yeah, and like I would definitely believe that she's of the mind that she is essentially setting this situation up that she can eventually play the Wesley card.
Right.
But I don't think she's gonna, because I think she's caught the feels.
Oh, I think so too. No, she's a cold-hearted, she's an ice queen.
No.
I think she's going to end up being like, oh, actually, I never loved you.
No, I think that...
I think she'll be lying, but I think that is how this ends.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
We cut to Wesley on a boat because Wesley finds Angel.
Yeah, Wesley actually finds Angel and pulls him out of the ocean. Just like that. And Angel doesn't even give a shit. Oh, yeah, because... or at least that's what I thought in the moment, because he grabs Wesley's throat immediately. I'm like, geez, you'd think he'd be grateful. Like, damn, let it go. You're defending the fucker who put you in that box. I mean,
but he's also fucking delirious.
Yeah, delirious and weak. Doesn't even realize that it's Wesley.
Yeah, doesn't realize it's Wesley. And I like how Wesley just like pulls the hand off like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Because he's just too weak.
Yeah.
But, yeah, then he...
hasn't eaten in 3 months and all.
Right. He actually says to Justine, nice little bit of exposition here, that vampires can live indefinitely, but being too long without blood can lead to brain damage.
Yes. interesting canonical addition to the Buffyverse, if you will, because that is absolutely not how it works in Anne Rice. Because Lestat, as anyone who's seen Interview with a Vampire or read Interview with a Vampire knows, that he went years, probably decades, maybe even a century, being buried alive, and only brought himself back eventually by eating bugs, and dug himself out of his grave. But then once he got back to full health, he was just back at full health, and he was his good old Lestat self. So I don't understand why permanent damage can happen here, but it's been established. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll see if they fuck with that at any point in time. And this is the only time where they really bring up this issue of what if a vampire doesn't eat.
Right. I'm so fucking confused here, though, because Justine is literally doing nothing but taunting Wesley constantly. And, like,
yeah,
I can't imagine doing that in her situation.
Like, it's just the two of you, and he's in complete control. It's
like, you're better off with the tactic of ingratiating yourself to your captor in that scenario.
Because,
like, he already had the bit where he's like, I'm going to take away your bucket. He's cold.
Oh, yeah. As he should be.
Well, yeah. Bitch cut his throat.
Oh, yeah. He almost died.
The fact that she gets to live after this is just bullshit.
Weirdly, I don't hate her that much, but also I think she's kind of a weak character.
She's definitely a weak character, but the reason I think it's bullshit is it doesn't quite jive with me for Wesley to just let her go.
Oh, right at the end of the yeah.
Like, I don't think he would, like, just fucking kill her or anything like that. But I can't see him just, oh, here you go, run free. You know,
I think it's an extra insult to injury, because he's like, hey, this is how little of a threat you actually are to me. Like, you caught me by surprise once and it'll never happen again. I think it's a power play.
Yeah.
It's a power play. Again, that kind of rings misogynistic when I think about it. Like, thanks, writers. Ew. Anyway, let's not think too hard about that, I guess.
Moving on.
I can hold a note for a long time. Actually, I can hold a note forever. But eventually, that's just noise. It's the change we're listening for. The note coming after and the one after that. That's what makes it music.
Wesley puts Angel up on a table, pulls out a jar of animal blood, and dumps it down Angel's throat. He explains while vampires can exist indefinitely without feeding, can give him permanent brain damage. I call bullshit, but yeah, okay. Justine's yapping about it not mattering. He hates you anyway. They all hate you. Okay. Back to the Hyperion,
where Fred and Gunn confront Connor at the door. Immediately, Connor's like, oh, you're going to yell at me. And Gunn's like, I'm not going to yell at you. And I like how he's raises his voice to say that.
No. We're not going to. We were worried sick about you. You can't be running off like, no, we're not going to yell at you. Now we're going to yell at you. Fucking Christ.
Yeah. And we get a moment here where Gunn seems to, like, because he does start to get a little, like, raised voice, but then he manages to control it.
Connor does a really good job for just a moment of trying his best to turn on the charm, and he gets Gunn bantering with him. So Gunn starts, like, softening up, and he's picking on him, and he bumps the side of his head, and he's like, you just got that thick melon like your daddy, but, you know, you're not as strong as him, and, you know, you can see, and Connor is just barely holding back, just gutting Gunn sideways when he starts doing this, but he manages to keep it together, and he's just like, I'm going to go upstairs now. And then Fred takes a minute to...
You're not my real dad!
Exactly. And he's not.
No,
100% he is not.
He is not.
Fred has to stroke Gunn's ego for a moment.
Yeah, with fucking alpha male bullshit.
Yeah. Oh my God. She's like, oh, he's just acting up because he knows you're the alpha male. And I'm like, no, it's because he's actually got zero authority over him.
Right. Like
you can't tell him what to do.
He's acting up because Connor's basically an adult.
Yeah.
And Gunn is trying to be a father figure, and he's not really that much older than Connor.
Yeah, he's barely an older brother, and Connor could kick his ass.
Right.
In a heartbeat. But,
Connor could lay him out with one hit.
And he pretty much does in just like a little bit later. So Gunn and Fred are getting all kissy, and she's got to make him feel better because he's a little weakling. And then the phone rings, and he reluctantly pulls himself away from Fred.
Which,
understandable.
Very understandable.
Got to give him that. Credit where credit's due. So he goes and answers the phone. And suddenly, I'm on a boat again.
Yes, back on the boat. Angel hallucinates that Lauren is also on a boat instead of in Vegas.
Yeah, that's a good place for Lauren to be.
And then apparently we learn here that that Angel has been talking out loud this whole time.
Yeah.
Because he's basically rambling to himself, and Justine is still there in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Then Wesley comes downstairs from the upper cabin of the boat and explains that the pig's blood isn't enough and he needs human blood. And, of course, Justine's like, "Oh, you're not taking my blood." And
I dare say your blood's inferior. He needs the blood of a scholar. And he's all too excited to just rip open his own veins and stick his arm right into Angel's mouth.
What is his exact line, though? Is like, your blood is too weak and thin or something
thin,
like that?
Yeah. Your blood's far too thin.
You don't have high enough cholesterol.
Yes, you haven't eaten McDonald's recently. I, on the other hand, I eat beef. I know. Damn vegetarians or something. What the fuck was that about?
No idea.
Oh my, that was very... I am so into saving this man who nearly killed me and not killing you who also nearly killed me, and I am going to put my own blood directly into his mouth.
I mean, you got to give Wesley credit. He believes enough in the importance of what Angel does. I think that he's backing this.
Yeah, I think that's 75% his motivation here, and the other 25% is he kind of feels bad about what he did.
Yeah, he feels bad about what he did. He cares about Angel, obviously.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's definitely part of it.
He knows that he did what he had to do, but it sucked.
Right. But he also knows that it's not like Angel's going to forgive him over this, we know Angel well enough to know that, yeah, Angel's going to be grateful that Wesley went and got him out of the ocean and everything, but he's not going to forgive Wesley over it.
I think it's going to be a good start.
A decent start, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's going to be a very long apology.
Absolutely. So
you stole his child.
Yeah. Anyway, Wesley's trying to tell Angel he needs to get some rest, and we see in a perspective shot that Angel looks up at Wesley, but he's hallucinating Connor where Wesley is standing, and he says,
"Yeah,
I should have killed you." But of course, Wesley takes this to heart because he's like, "Oh dear, the poor boy still wants to kill me." It makes Justine absolutely giddy over in the corner where she's handcuffed. And Wesley pulls out a knife, proclaiming, "Angel needs more than pig's blood. Far too thin. It must be thick and musky and lumberjacky like mine." Slashes his fucking wrist, feeds Angel. Yeah, no, Angel's not an abusive cult leader at all. I refuse to believe it. Nope. Perfectly normal behavior happening here.
Yes.
From all parties involved.
I mean, it says something that the characterization of Connor in this episode is exactly the behavior we have seen from Angel in the past. There's not a bit of Connor's behavior that hasn't been portrayed by Angel.
Yeah, it just doesn't go as well because he looks like a sniveling teenager instead of a big underwear model man.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, Angel's also pissy lots of times.
Oh, absolutely. Like a sniveling teenager.
Yes.
He just gets away with it because of that hair. And do you see the way clothes hang on him?
I can, in fact, use my eyes.
Oh, well. Now I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really weird that you've been doing all that stuff in front of me like I am not able to see it.
Oh, I knew.
You're so weird and gross.
Yeah.
Back to Wolfram and Hart.
To the Wolfie Sneep Snark.
Where we have a fucking ominous meeting here because, apparently Linwood had, packets made up of information about Lila.
Oh my God. Everyone sits down. Like, it's like a 20-person goddamn panel meeting. And Linwood starts off with, I say now, everyone, what in tarnation are we gonna do with that there Lila? Everyone's like, yeah, I know, right? What a bitch. And Lila's like, coward. Coward. So Linwood's like, I'm sorry, what was that? And she's like, I'm not a pussy like you, douche. And that's why I went over your head to a senior partner, and he agrees that you're a twat.
Specifically, the line here is great. Linwood says, "This is outrageous. Are you actually telling me that you went over my head?"
This is my quote of the day, too. Go on.
She presses a little button on a remote, and a little blade comes out of Linwood's chair and slices off his head, and she says, "Just under it, actually."
Hey, see what they did there?
Yeah.
Literal meaning instead of figurative.
My favorite part, though, is when she tells Gavin to remove the head.
Oh, yeah.
Clean that up.
Oh, yeah. Gavin is ultra fucked.
So fucked.
Oh, my God. She's like, everyone get out. You make me sick.
Like, I think my favorite part is that Gavin probably has no idea how to handle this situation, because his normal tactic would be, oh, I gotta kiss the boss's ass. But now the boss is Lila, and I've literally been going out of my way to fucking ruin that relationship.
Yeah, he's
so fucked.
It's amazing.
And I can't wait. Because I fucking hate the character.
Man, I gotta say that was a good moment, because that got me when I was like, wow, just like that, off with his head. That's fantastic. That was fantastic. That was also like not your classic bullshit corporate evil Dr. Evil trap where it's just like a hole in the floor or something. Right. Like the chairs have beheading knives in them. That's original. That's very original.
You know what also kind of freaks me out? Lila was sitting in that chair when everyone came into the room.
They all were. Oh, in that chair. I'm sure they all have them. Every single chair there.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Yeah. You don't sit in those chairs unless you're very confident that you're not going to be beheaded.
Right. Well, and it's very clear that Linwood had been basically running this division on his own and not really fucking listening to what the higher ups want, because it didn't take much effort on Lila's part to go above Linwood's head, and the senior partners are like, no, fuck him.
Who can ever tell what the fuck's going on with the senior partners? My God.
True.
This company is a fucking mess. Don't get me started. Kind of like my job. Dear God. So cut to Connor's bedroom.
Yes.
Fred comes in with a bologna sandwich and treats him like a toddler and a dog, all at the same time, and is all motherly to him, and it's like, oh gosh, honey, you've been through so much, you poor baby, with Holt kidnapping you and everything. Yeah, but it's not gonna hurt near as much as what I'm gonna do to you for what you did to your father, Zap. And he's like, ow.
I wrote in my notes here, Fred really seems to want to comfort him with a taser.
He was a little shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw what you did there.
Figuratively and literally.
Yes.
Yeah. Fred gives him a little walk around while she lectures him. He's tied up to a chair now, I think.
Yes. The scene cuts to commercial. We come back. Connor's tied up to a chair. Yeah. He's in the office now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't catch that at first, but yeah, they moved him. So Fred is pissed, as she should be, all this time. Yeah. And you knew. How do you think he felt when you did it to him? I don't know what I was talking about there. Daddy's coming. Oh, yeah. She's telling him, she's like, all this fucking time, and you knew where he was. You let us look for him, and you fucking duped us. She's like, how do you think Angel felt when you did it to him? So Daddy's coming home, and someone's getting a spanking.
I think the part that Fred might be most angry about is that Gunn is justified in his behavior.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, damn.
She
Gunn
has been
was
shilling for this child for fucking months.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out, nope, Gunn is completely justified in his behavior.
Yeah, sometimes you got to trust your gut. So
sometimes a whiny little asshole is just a whiny
it's just
little
a
asshole.
whiny little asshole. It still makes no sense that he fucking stuck around.
Right. Like, I still don't I get the idea that maybe he was just making sure that they didn't get, wind of where Angel actually was, but wasn't that the entire fucking point of dropping him in the ocean?
Right. Yeah. I still don't buy that Wesley found him already. Like, no, I don't buy it. There's too much ocean.
I really would love to know the
I guess he did have
story of how Wesley found Justine.
Right.
And obviously Wesley wouldn't have known about what happened to Angel until Fred and Gunn went to him to ask if he knew anything, which maybe that was 4 or 5 days.
I just assumed that Lila also tipped him off that Angel was missing. It's clearly not the first time that it's come up between them.
Maybe.
He stopped and was like, I really don't know anything. Sorry.
But how the logic just is not great.
Yeah, it's all right. So we cut back to the Bluffs where Wesley loads up a catatonic and very pale-looking Angel into his SUV, and a handcuffed Justine keeps taunting him from the docks. Still, she's, gotta give it to her. She's tenacious,
right? She's fucking handcuffed to a fucking fence, and still won't shut the fuck up.
And she's like, "He's just gonna turn on you. It's what they do. They can't help it. Are you just going to leave me here?" And he tosses her the handcuff keys and says, "You can be a slave or you can save your life. It's up to you."
I do like that when he throws the handcuff keys, he doesn't throw them to her. He throws them on the ground near her.
I couldn't quite tell. It looks like she's going to have to
right. She's going to have to get creative about getting them.
Poke at it with her toes or something to get it over to her.
It might take her a day.
Yeah. She's going to have to wait for a person to come around.
Right.
Pardon me, love. Could you hand me those keys? I'm not dangerous at all, I promise.
Also,
anyway.
I'm really curious where Wesley got the boat.
It's
Do you think
probably
he stole the boat?
Probably the same boat that Justine and Connor used. He's a resourceful man.
Yeah, maybe it is the same boat.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
That makes the most sense to me. Put a gun to Justine's head, she'll tell you anything.
That just put an image in my head of Justine and Connor get back to the dock, and Connor runs off, and then Justine turns around and Wesley's just on the boat already. I found you.
Turn around.
Let's go find Angel now.
We'll be going back out there now. Thank you. Ah, jeez.
I got a bucket with your name on it.
Ah, jeez, Rick.
So, there's still a place in this world for traditional research.
Even a solitary soldier such as myself recognizes that a free exchange of intelligence benefits the common struggle. Oh, also, I brought in your mail and newspaper.
Cut back to the Hyperion.
Yeah, we get a little bit of back and forth between Fred and Connor. I guess there's a little bit of notion that Connor might give a shit about Fred and Gunn. I guess. I don't buy it.
Yeah, he's still not even feeling bad about the Angel thing.
Right.
Why would he give a shit about Fred and Gunn? As far as he knows, they were about to betray him just before he went off and found that Angel had killed his father from his perspective.
Right.
But no, Fred's still going on about how betrayed she feels and she wants to hurt him. She's only talking to Fred, though. She's not saying it to Connor. And, but Connor's like, "I can hear you. Come get me. He deserved it." And she's like, "Yeah, you're just empty inside, aren't you? How long till you thought we deserved it?" And that actually kind of gets to him.
Right.
I mean, I don't know why, but he's like, "Oh, I guess you're right.
I am a sociopath. You got me. I don't know. Anyway, the door dings and mommy and daddy are home and back together. Hooray! Okay, maybe
I
not.
like Wesley's line is, I believe you're looking for this.
I found something you might want. It'll be a small courier fee.
Did you forget a parcel?
Okay. He flops Angel onto the couch and just fucks right off. Fred's like, where the fuck are you going? You just really don't care anymore, do you? And Wes is like, oh yeah, look at me. I just dragged the ocean for your shitty cult leader, but I don't care at all. I literally cut my veins to feed him, but no, I don't care. Or fuck you, bye.
Yeah, but he's nice and subtle about it too, because he
Very.
doesn't say anything about what he actually did.
Lots of subtext.
She goes on about him not caring. He stops at the door, turns around. You can clearly see that his arm has been cut.
Yeah.
And he says he's going to need more blood.
Yeah.
And then he leaves.
2 and 2 together is perfectly, it's like, shut up. All right, you cut your veins for him then. But you're right, I don't care.
Hold on. Quick. This just occurred to me. Have you noticed that the writing for characters like Wesley, who've been in the show for a chunk of time, is just notably more subtle than newer characters?
You're right. I think a lot of it also rides on the fact that Alexis Denisov is an amazing actor.
Yes, but it's also about like the lines they give Wesley are more subtle.
Oh yeah,
than they give Fred, and
Gunn.
It kind of makes sense for Gunn because he's sort of brute, sort of
he's
guy.
A very blunt instrument.
But
both personality wise and physically.
Right. But it's still just, there's a certain amount of character subtlety that we see, particularly much better portrayed in Buffy than in Angel.
Sure.
But I've noticed that they tend to give that subtlety to the characters like Wesley, who were also in Buffy. And so, like, it's just a weird thing that I've noticed about Angel in particular.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So, Fred and Gunn turn around and they notice Connor's missing. Oh, fuck.
Yes.
They try to take him down. They find him in the next room and he just whips them around like rag dolls easily.
Yeah.
And neither one of them is half a match for him. Then Angel blocks the door and tells him to sit down in the most perfect delivery.
And then Connor's like, "Oh, you're in no shape to fight." And just very, do you really think so?
You may test that theory at your convenience.
Very like the energy is like, the look on his face says, "Don't fuck with that man."
Try it, Connor. Just try it. So they're sitting down, and quote of the day, Angel says, "So, how was your summer?" "Mine was fun. Saw some fish. Went mad with hunger. Hallucinated a whole bunch." Connor's like, "You deserved worse." And Angel's like, except I didn't kill Holtz. He had Justine do it with an ice pick to trick you. And Connor's like, meh, still, you deserved it. And Angel's like, big difference between wanting revenge and doing it. And I mean, I guess he's not wrong. Because, consequences are a thing.
Yeah.
But Connor tries to make a break for it, and Angel whips him across the room in a heartbeat, just like he did to Fred and Gunn a second ago.
Couple of lines here that are just absolutely fucking perfect, because after Angel is talking about, there's a difference between wishing vengeance and actually taking vengeance. The question becomes, what do you deserve? And this is when Connor tries to bolt, but whips him back down and says, "Daddy's not finished talking."
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was good. This whole scene's really fucking good.
Very much so.
But yeah, he's like, "Now listen here, you little fucker, and you better answer correctly. Did you do something to Cordelia?" And luckily for him, he is truthful in saying, "No, I didn't." And
Yeah, there's just one damn thing he's actually not guilty of, luckily for him.
Right.
Angel believes him and lectures him about being a champion or some shit. What's
Hold
he
on,
say?
I wrote down his little bit about champions because it was very
Okay,
good.
yeah, you go for it.
He says, nothing in the world is the way it ought to be. It's harsh and cruel, but that's why there are champions. Doesn't matter where we come from, what we've done or suffered, or even if we make a difference. We live as though the world were as it should be, to show it what it can be. You're not a part of that yet. I hope you will be.
And then
he says, I love you, Counter. Now get out of my house.
Get the fuck out of my house. Go pay rent somewhere else. Not even an option here anymore. You could have had a free motherfucking room, but no.
Ooh.
So Connor leaves. Angel collapses into a chair. Gunn and Fred fawn over their cult daddy, telling him he needs to rest and eat or something. Angel's like, no, I need Cordelia. Wah. And so we have a long celestial, heavenly pan tilt upwards shot to where we finally catch a glimpse of post-ascension Cordy. And she's just like, oh my God, I am so bored. Gerarg.
I'm with Wolfram and Hart.
Everybody should have a lawyer like this one.
Mr. Winters shall never be convicted of any crime. Ever. Should you continue to harass our client, you'll be forced to bring him into the light of day.
I want that stricken from the record.
A place I'm told that's not all that healthy for you.
Woo!
Hey, the recording didn't fail again.
Yeah, well, this was a $2,000 gaming PC like 3 years ago, which means it's worth about $5,000 right now.
Right.
Because
you bought it right before it got bad.
Yeah, it was already getting bad.
Yeah.
Like my fucking
Like, you bought it with COVID prices for the
I paid $750 just for the GPU.
But
yeah.
now it would have been twice that.
Oh, it probably. I haven't checked recently, but it's bad. Everything's bad, real bad, super bad. Okay. So, yeah. How'd you feel about this episode, Rex?
It was all right. It wasn't that bad.
I feel like it's another case of, man, these guys just couldn't hold out the tension. They just had to bring Angel back immediately.
Right?
They couldn't give him one episode.
I think it would have been better if it had been one whole episode, specifically an episode without Angel entirely.
Yeah.
Like maybe just the smallest glimpse at the end of the fucking episode.
Tiny, just get one stock shot of a long shot of the coffin at the bottom of the ocean and maybe another stock shot of his face, and use that once or twice to be like, by the way, Angel's still at the bottom of the ocean. But yeah, basically cut him entirely out of this episode. I did like the hallucination cutaways.
Yeah.
That wasn't stupid. It was kind of filler.
It was definitely filler.
But it wasn't stupid. I really think they could have dragged... It would have fit the tension better for me if they had waited till the end of the second episode before Wesley finds him and pulls him out of the water. They needed at least one or two false... Oh, I found Angel. Oh, it's actually just a chunk of the Titanic or something.
Yeah, make it last longer.
Yeah, it was. Tension. They really just blew their load real early on that.
I will say what I did like. What I did like is, for fuck's sake, Linwood is out of the goddamn picture.
That
was Lila in fucking charge of being the goddamn bad guy.
That was such an amazing payoff. Like we dealt with Gavin for like the entire last season and like making Lila look bad.
Like she's too fucking good of a character to be dealing with that bullshit.
She's fun. She's the best villain on the show, 100%.
And so like I don't remember shit about this season.
Nope,
but
me either.
I'm really hope that she is obviously I don't think she's the big bad,
No.
but like
I
I
don't
want
know.
her to be the big problem, you know?
Yeah. From what I've gleaned from social media that constantly has spoilers put out there, it is general consensus that the 4th season of Angel is hands down the worst. But I bet it's for a different reason than the slog that we were feeling before. I think it's
fucking hope so.
Yeah. I think it's because they really take Cordy's character in a stupid direction, because it's all retaliatory nonsense because Joss Whedon's
Right.
mad that she's pregnant again.
Right.
Like
Like-
twice in a row. She does it 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
Probably just to spite him. And also because she's taking priority of her personal life over her work life. And
Right.
good. I commend her for that.
Good for her.
Yeah.
But I just my kingdom for some pacing, man.
Yeah.
Just my like that's all I hope. Like I can deal with like corny, weird and dumb storylines like that. That's fine. It can be stupid but still find some entertainment out of it.
Sure.
But like bad pacing when an episode is such a slog that a 45-minute episode feels like an hour and a half of watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't fucking deal with that.
And I'm really hoping that they find their stride with Connor real quick, because if he's replacing Gru, he needs to get a lot more likable real quick.
Right.
Real quick, because I'm already missing Gru.
Yeah.
Like, damn. It was such a quick, unceremonious, shitty ending for his character. It was just sad.
I know it's not the ending of his character because I know he's in the last season.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I don't remember.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't remember what gets him back into the fold.
Yeah.
So that, that's somewhere we get to go with it.
Yeah, I guess I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised if he is brought back as a guest character on a semi-recurring basis, but he's never going to be like every episode again the way he was, I don't think.
I think he's regular cast in 5th season.
Well, because they end up replacing Cordelia with Spike in the 5th season. Anyway, whatever, we'll get there. This episode, it wasn't all bad. But
we've seen worse.
But so much of it just didn't make any fucking sense. They blew their load too early, bringing Angel back. Fred and Gunn were frankly insufferable with how they were handling Connor. Connor made no sense, the decisions he's making. Okay, I guess I can explain it away with he's not that savvy with this world because he grew up in a hell dimension and he's lost his stupid dad who was blind with petty vengeance when he should have been seeing the big picture that he's got family to worry and care about now. But instead he chose
there was even a moment
he chose an old fight just to get petty vengeance over taking care of his son in the here and now. That just ruined everything good and righteous about his character. It didn't even just make him a villain, it just made him sad.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Anyway.
Do you got a quote of the day?
Maybe.
I know what mine is.
Guess I've only really got 2 options here.
There's not many options.
Guess I'm going to go with Lila right after Linwood says, "This is outrageous. Are you actually telling me that you went over my head?" Lila says, "Just under it, actually." Shing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Beep. Shing. There we go.
My honorable mention is Daddy's not finished yet. Or Daddy's not finished talking.
Daddy's
just
not
because
finished talking.
Solely because we do this podcast, I cracked the fuck up at that.
Right. Daddy. Oh, I didn't even get any fucking daddies in there for this episode. And there were like 8 of them. Damn. Right? Oh, I am slipping, Rex.
But I'm going to have to say my quote of the day is, "I love you, Connor. Now get out of my house."
Get the fuck out of my house. I got to give
and the line would have clearly been, like, the way he delivers it, it clearly would have been, get the fuck out of my house, if they were allowed to say that. Like, because it's on fucking cable TV, they can't say it.
I gotta give a close second to sit down.
Yeah.
Because it was such a perfectly timed and crisply delivered line.
Yeah. I'm very grateful that mostly because of those lines there, that specifically with Angel, he wasn't like pissy and like, you know, weird or anything. Like he came back to himself super quick, which was great.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it took a little bit out of him, but he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay.
Well, as he put it, you know, I once spent a summer in a hell dimension. That was nothing.
That was nothing. He probably had got some food in the hell dimension, though.
Right? Well, maybe.
Or didn't need food in the hell dimension.
Probably didn't need food
because time works differently or something.
Probably didn't need food.
I don't know.
Anyway, this has been another episode of AwA with Angel. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. Join our Facebook group with Josh, which I'm assuming you still interact with.
Occasionally. I am very, very close. I know I've been saying this for many episodes in a row now, but I'm very close to cutting off Meta entirely. And I'll make a big announcement and give a little timeline for when that's going to happen, but then we'll be basically Blue Sky exclusive.
Yep. Speaking of Blue Sky, follow us on Blue Sky. If we get more interaction there, we'll actually start using it more. We don't get a whole lot of traction on Blue Sky, unfortunately.
We haven't tried very hard.
If you'd like to support our show, you can do that in a number of ways. The primary way is to give us a review on iTunes.
Damn right.
You give us a review, that does fucking gangbusters of bumping up our goddamn numbers every time we get a review. If you do a review, we will read it on the air, and we will also, if you email us a screenshot, send you a sticker. We want you to have stickers.
Or just email me and I'll give you a sticker.
Yeah, we don't care.
Daddy, I'll give you a sticker.
If you'd like to buy some of our merch, you can do that. beerwithbuffy.com/shop.
Yep.
Yes.
Something like that.
If you'd like to support us directly, become one of our executive doodle doos, you can do that. Patreon.com/beerwithbuffy. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can do that in a number of ways. Through Facebook or email, or you can call our voicemail line.
269-743-0783.
It amazes me every time that you actually still have that memorized.
Me too.
I have tried before to pull it out of the depths, and it will not happen.
Right when you start saying, give us a call at 269, my brain starts going, shit, what's the number? Shit.
Oh, it's like when we played Mario Kart. You have that moment where you're like, I don't remember how to play. And the moment you go, it's like, oh, I do.
I do remember how to play. Exactly. It's exactly like that. 100%.
This has been AwA with Angel. I'm Rex.
I'm Josh.
Have a good night.
Yeah. Have a good night, Daddy.
There you go.
And Reeves be with you.
Keanu Speed. God damn.
Keanu Speed, Rex.
I think I'm having a stroke.
We're both having strokes. We're having tandem strokes. Aw, isn't that cute? Okay, God, this episode's done.
Yes.
We're so done.
You don't like the color?
You have a sacred birthright. You were chosen to destroy vampires, not to wave pom-poms at people.
Why can't you people just leave me alone?
You are the Slayer.
Go ahead.
I'm a watcher. I haven't the skill.
Oh, come on.
By appealing to your common sense. Werewolves, incubi, succubi, everything you've ever dreaded was under your bed, but told yourself couldn't be by the light of day.
One gal in all the world.
Common sense.
One gal in all the world.
It was a bit, British, wasn't it?
Wait, what have we done? Why are we watching this?